make these sounds because because maybe the upstairs neighbors hear this and think that I fuck a lot, and that would be really sick for me. I just I am recording this at 9:07 p.m. This is Get Up with Josh Dohy, episode 22, and I'm just making sounds to freak out the neighbors, right? Isn't life about freaking out the neighbors in general? Like, I feel like if you aren't freaking out the neighbors, what are you doing with life, right? Like, for example, skateboarders freak out the neighbors. Oh, you guys are gonna introduce cigarettes, alcohol, meth, shooting T-ball up your balls. That's what the neighbors start thinking. They start thinking, you're gonna want to put that assault V. Jovy? What's the name of the thing they inject in The Boys? This TV show, The Boys, is about superheroes, and the compound V. Right. And so, spoiler alert. Fucking, if you haven't seen The Boys on Amazon Prime, go and watch that and click forward a few seconds and I'll probably be done talking about this. Spoiler begins now. Dude, okay, so let's talk about this. So, the superheroes in the TV series, if they inject something called compound V, it makes their superpowers like just like set on like if your superpowers are like at this level, you just take that and then everything just like everything moves slow motion, but actually you're the one that's moving fastly, right? Like, have you ever felt like that? Like the world's moving very slowly and then noticed maybe that your heart is pounding fast? I used to get that after like really hard workouts where like I would like go my freaking hardest, and then after my workouts, like I would be so dead, so tired, so relaxed and sore that my heart rate would like slow down, and it would make my music sound fast. Like I noticed after my hardest workouts, music sounded faster than it should. That's kind of weird, right? Like, the rate of our heartbeat decide how fast our perception of reality is? Sorry to blow your mind at 2 minutes and 50 seconds, but here we go with blowing your fucking mind. I don't have any other scientific theories to pitch right now, so we're just going to be moving on into the Josh Dohy Skateboard Hour. Hello, everyone. We are now in the Skateboard Hour, and if you click past this, trying to get past the Compound V spoiler from The Boys, welcome. Welcome back. You are here with me at the Josh Dohy Skateboarding Hour. So, been getting back into skateboarding, trying to reconnect with my roots, trying to just because skateboarding is so fucking cool. Have you ever watched a skateboarding video for like a long period of time? Dude, what the fuck? I see why so many cool dudes dress like skaters. Because skaters are cool. It's fucking cool to skateboard, dude. It feels so dope. Bruh. Like, you can just, like, rip around town and, like, weave around people and, like, try and do tricks. And then when you don't land stuff, you just go, fuck! Like, it could just, like, a part of the sport is just, like, swearing when you're angry. That's dope. I like that that's a part of the culture because no one teaches you in basketball that when you miss a fucking 5-pointer from 2 basketball courts away, you're supposed to go, fuck! Because you're, like, angry. Because it's, like, it's kind of nice to, like, get anger out, you know? Because, sure, well, why are you getting angry in the first place? Because human beings have emotions. But, like, I have been thinking that, like, it's been good to take anger out at inanimate objects. Pretty tight. Like, I haven't punched things or whatever, but, like, it's really nice to just vent all of that energy at, like, something inanimate, like a statue. Like if you imagine you're skateboarding, like I've been. Skate is cool. Imagine that you've been skateboarding and then you hit a crack and then you fall down. And then you're really frustrated, and you look up and you see a statue, and you're like, fuck you! And you just, like, look the statue dead in the eye and say, fuck you. And that's how a movie begins. Skateboarder falls off of his skateboard while traveling fast downhill. He gets caught in a crack, tumbles off the skateboard and has to get his anger out. He's looking around. There's children playing. Definitely can't yell at them. He looks up and he sees an old woman approaching. Cannot swear in that direction. He can't swear into the ground because that'll make him look fucking crazy. But he looks off over to his left. He stares the statue deep in the eyes. All the way down to the core. Like the person who made the statue probably felt this. He stared the statue deep in the eyes. And he went, "Fuck you!" And the statue felt that. The man who created the statue, I'm assuming it's a man. Why? I don't know. That's just what happened. But the person who made that statue felt that. And every statue that they've ever made, that one statue maker, they all come to life. And they chase this person through a misty night. I've been thinking it'll probably take place in that misty night because it's been smoky here in Vancouver. And all along the West Coast, we're seeing smoke, smog, and other particulate matter holding up inside the air. Like, there was a forest fire. Apparently because of a gender reveal party. And the smoke has just filled the sky. Now, Vancouver has a forest fire season. We call it summer. Last year, our summer was partially fucked up by some forest fires. And now, we've had a mostly clear summer. But then recently, this gender reveal party has fuegoed up an entire forest in the north, and the smoke just like, you ever see those like air currents, the slip streams, the high pressure, the low pressure systems on like a news reporter, on like a weatherman's screen? That's just the way the air travels for some reason. Interesting that it does that. We'll talk about clouds in a little second here. But, yeah, so it's just been super smoky. Like, Vancouver's got the worst air quality in the world right now. And the other places are just like that because they have too many cars. But here up in Vancouver, because we're alpine and we're so environmentally conscious, it's just, but now it's the sky is dark. Like, it's dark out early. Instead of the sun setting, the sky just gets dim. You have no indicator of what or where the sun is. You drink water. You have no idea when the sun sets. And that can be messy business. Someone brought up the idea to me. Now, this is compelling. That clouds are just tiny droplets of water, which you're right, refracting light from the sun. Each one is refracting the light. And now, I thought he was a little crazy first time I thought about this, but now I'm thinking about it and I'm like, it kind of makes sense. Does this guy know a lot about space? Might have been one of the dudes I was looking at space with. You ever just look at space with your friends? Does the sky get clear where you are? Does the sky ever stay empty long enough for you to peer up at the stars and see many? Been doing a lot of stargazing recently just because I was doing a short film with one of my friends and it got really late at night. And then I looked up and then I just like got used to the location of each star. It was kind of cool. And then the stars and the moon move over the course of the night, and then you can just like watch the world turn by watching the rest of the universe turn and inferring that that is the rotation of the planet that you're on. Whoa! I've got a little bit of moron brain right now, and more on that coming up soon. So yeah, The Boys is a pretty dope TV show out of Amazon. And that wasn't a cut that I made. Maybe that was a mental cut. Maybe I cut inside my head. Back to The Boys. But yeah, skateboarding. That's what I was talking about. Jeez. It's super dope to just rip around town. like, I feel so free when I'm on a skateboard. And then I can just do that to and from. Like, I can skateboard downtown, and I can skateboard home, and then I just got new wheels for my skateboard, so now it's like super easy for me to roll along like difficult styles of pavement. Because before I had these super hard wheels, and there's a lot of like uncared for roads in Vancouver, and it just makes it like. But I got these new wheels, and what can I say? It's like, instead of riding on wheels, I'm riding on a cloud. I'm trying to pierce the membrane. I don't even know what I'm going to say next at this point, and now I'm kind of free falling. Free falling skydiving. Thinking about how the fuck are we going to skydive? Jovy wants to skydive for his birthday, and that's fucking terrifying. Look at, he's got his little shit-eating grin behind the camera. He's like, ha ha ha, we're going to fall from the sky soon. I'm so freaked out. Every time he brings it up, I wish he didn't, because I've committed to going with him, and it's just horrible that I've done that. But then the smoke came, and I'm like, whew, might be able to get out of this one. Might be able to squeeze out of this, promise. And then he's gonna call up one of the skydiving places and be like, yo, can we still? They'll probably... I was going to say they'll probably say yes, but I don't know. Can you skydive through, like, smoke?
Well, it might not be bad by then.
Might not be bad by then, but... Do you think that they will feel like maybe the sky will be clear by the time I end up doing it?
I don't know.
I'm scared. Just hold me. I'm so scared of skydiving. Jovy's rationale is that people who are much less brave than we are have done it.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. It makes sense that we could probably do it too. But it's just scary. Like, it's not a skill thing. Someone takes you up and then humps you from however high a plane goes all the way down to the ground. They're just like, hey, if I get too excited during this, my boner will dig into your anus. Right? That's how the fall is going to be. You are in complete lack of control for the entire experience, for your first few many skydives. Your first few many skydives. So, really, what is skydiving then? You're falling from the sky. Yeah, I know. Shut the fuck up. So what is skydiving? It's a complete loss of control. Is that it? Just like teaching yourself to become comfortable, completely losing control? Because you have no control in the matter. You don't even, like, if you scream really loudly and, like, maybe, like, claw at the face of the person who you're skydiving with from behind you, short of that, I feel like as soon as you've paid the money, your control is gone. Like, you are just going to do this. It sounds like a drug trip more than it does like a challenging activity. You know, like the challenge is, I guess, remaining conscious during the whole thing and committing to it. But it's not like there's a chance I'm going to fuck up or like that I need to train for being a skydiver. That's not something I want to do in my future. But like, there's no action on my part except for spending a somewhat egregious amount of money because their insurance rates are probably so high, and also owning a plane probably a little expensive. Because you know what rich people say about boats? Oh, they're little holes in the ocean to throw your money into. You are a sailor, and you probably have a lot of money. And you know what sailors are around? A lot of water, which I need for my throat now. Do you guys still fall for the mom voice? Like if someone used like a mom tone on you, do you feel like you would just obey them? I feel like I would be compelled to. Like I could probably be a little bit more rebellious, but like if I was out in public, a skateboard, no. If I was stealing an apple, whoa, okay. If I was stealing an apple, and a lady says to me in like a very authoritative tone, "Put that apple down now." Even saying that has struck fear into my heart. My hair is splayed out. Sorry, audio listeners, I scratched my head. And then the hair came out, and I got distracted by watching myself play with my own hair. This has been Watch Me Play With My Own Hair, episode 1, and we're just going to cut to episode 2 really quick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. That feels nice. This is a very cool activity. Have you ever given yourself a head massage? It feels so nice to give yourself a head massage. I have had so many head massages that I want them all the time. If you're not massaging your head while like watching or listening to this right now, what the fuck, bro? What's going on in your life that you can't do that? Just give it a little massage, or even just the temples. You could just massage the temples. That feels excellent. And now I feel like I've released a bunch of tension on my head, which allows me to think about the next thing that I'm going to say. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to talk about how shampoo and conditioner are just lubricants for massaging your own head. The whole purpose of shampoo is to give yourself a head massage, and maybe along the way you'll give your follicles some good nutrients. That's what we hope, right? But if you have curly hair and you got to take care of it, you need to get a shampoo and conditioner without sulfites. Oh, cool. Another thing I have to run away from. Oh, MSG, food coloring, now sugar, and now sulfites. Next thing you know, they're going to start taking away omega-3 fatty acids. Oh, just a few years ago, you guys were saying omega-3 fatty acids were like the dopest shit for you to like consume. Oh, and now you're saying that'll give us cancer? What the fuck? Is that how people felt about cigarettes? Because back in the day, before I was born, 96 by the way, like, comment, and subscribe if you're a 90s kid. I'm a 90s kid. Hey, what's up? It's me, 90s kid. If you're also a 90s kid, make sure to comment, rate, subscribe, and stand up to the establishment. Fuck, what was I going to say? My teeth are shiny. We need less shiny teeth. Do you think it's bad to have shiny teeth? Probably not if the white balance is like correct, but my teeth currently, they look really green. Hey everyone, it's me with my greeny teeth. I'm just gonna talk through my teeth right now so you guys can see. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk so much that my teeth always come out. Is that like a specific dialect? Where are you from? Actually, I'm from a place where we just like move our mouths around like really big. Yeah. Is that an Australian accent? Or yeah, you could say that, but like, oh really? I would have this accent no matter where I am. Oh, cool. I've never seen a person with an accent like that. Very interesting. Do you feel ashamed? Do you feel bored? Are you splurging? Are you squeamish? You could be any of those. Come on through. Here comes Davis. Oh, here comes Davis. Davis walking through the podcast. Everyone throw up your Davis emojis in the chat.
Davis emojis in chat.
The whole chat on both sides. It's going on both sides. It just goes. And now I'm going to be a mime. Boom, boom, boom. I can't make sounds, but like, I just imagine that I can't talk. Boom, boom, boom. Oh wait, boom, boom. Oh, where am I? Wait, the mimes don't speak, ever. But what if there was a mime who had a very loud internal dialogue and just had to like expel that, but he still wanted to be a mime? Does that make him a clown? So are mimes just silent clowns? Holy shit. You ever thought about that, Jovy? Are mimes just silent clowns? A mime is just a very silent clown. Mimes are clowns. Is there like a clown family? I'm gonna Google, are mimes clowns? A mime artist. Is it true that clowns and mimes have a long rivalry and hate? Someone asked the question. Is it true that clowns and mimes have a long rivalry and hate one another? And then the question beneath it is, how much is a pair of Michael Jordan sneakers worth? But hold up, let's just go back to the clowns and mimes for a sec. Robert Zrake says, I think that's a myth. Clowns and mimes are entirely different but have some things in common and some in parallels in historical origin. What they have in common is that they are performers and their performances can deal with both comedy and pathos. Both wear makeup as part of the classic theatrical roots. Mimes by tradition do not use voices. Clowns often do, depending on the size of the circus. Mimes obviously use mime when clowns use pantomime, and there's a difference. Real clowns and real mime artists respect one another. Little human to human thing here. There is no rivalry or feud. This was fabrication used in some films as a comedy concept, no basis in fact. If someone portrayed skaters versus scooterers, though, might be a little more true. Sometimes you find them to be less welcome at a skate park. It's a little embarrassing. Well, I was attending the Ringling Clown College a half century ago. What the fuck? Can you imagine going to a clown college in 1960? Is that 30 years ago? When was half a century ago? 1950. 1970. Imagine going to a clown college in 1970. Speaking of, whoa, I just thought about a world without the internet, and that was shocking. When was the last time you thought about the fact that the world had no internet until now? Like, the internet is a new thing. Even for me, like when I was a kid, I didn't use the internet until later on. I was like playing with toys and shit, and like, that's it. And social media didn't come along until I was in like grade 6. It didn't like really hit, you know? And then everyone got a Facebook in the transition from grade 6 to grade 7. And so I want to be on some grown-up shit, you know? Because when you're going from grade 6 to 7, you really got to show them how grown you are. Buy yourself a pair of colored pants and maybe another one from the goth store. That's what I did. Now, I don't know if that's going to work these days because it's more e-girl than emo girl. Maybe that's what e-girl is. What is an e-girl? Like, what's the literal definition? Because, like, I know what an e-girl is. What the fuck? Wow, that hasn't aged very well. Huh. As one entry from 2014 put it, an e-girl is an internet slut. A girl who tends to flirt with many online guys. Whoa. Not aged very well. Wow. Is this side of the internet just not woke? Have I gotten too used to woke culture? Maybe I have. I'm just used to woke culture, I guess. Respecting people. Respecting each other despite whatever differences we might have. If that's woke, the whole world needs to be awake. That's what they're saying over here. I don't disagree with them. I'm chilling with it. I just opened up YouTube for some reason. Because I was just like, why don't I just like look around? I want to see like what's on the internet. I don't know. Found out that there's more lawsuits against Chris D'Elia, one of my like heroes. He was an exposer. Not fun. Not great. Can't support that. The evidence is really stacking up. The camera's gonna die now.
Do you end the podcast like that?
This is pretty troll. And you get to bed on time too. Well, this has been episode 22 of the podcast. And thanks for hanging out with us, audio listeners.
You're such a troll.
Catch you fucking later.